Hello everyone, here's Gerali of Very Polish Madlad. So today we are doing a little devlog. And I'm not used to record with a webcam because, it's shitty quality and, I only have a good microphone. So yeah, I'm not often watching the camera. In this devlog, I would like to talk about Vandalhalla and the path that I and my friend have gone through this past year. Mainly because I think it's nearly December. No, it's December. What I'm saying. And in December, we have been starting to change from fun game to Vandalhalla. So I will talk about for the first time in this channel about Vandalhalla directly. So what about Vandalhalla? So first I will start to talk about how the idea was born, where and when. So first let's talk about when it was born. So for those who are good at school, at IT schools, you have some courses that are boring, where you can do whatever you want. So mainly my idea was that I have finished a project that we have to do to give back to a teacher in 2 weeks. So I started a game called Fun Game. The idea of Fun Game was simply to have the most fun out of every mechanic that we can have in this, simply as that. And the genre that was simply matching the most this description was the fast FPS genre. So I started by making Fun Game. So now I can show you some footage from back then. So I cropped the image because it's my private devlog. If some of you find it, congratulations. If you look at what I have done, I started in March 2018, I think. Yeah, 18. And I have several things that I've done in order to accomplish this goal of fast FPS and fun, the ultimate fun out of the game. So I added first simple physics. I added some C4 mechanics that comes from Battlefield, because in Battlefield you could place C4 on a vehicle and it have more speed accumulation. I continued with more things like vehicles, going on by on in this game. So Fun Game was very cool experience because I was learning at the time. So mainly I have my courses, I've been doing my projects. I was searching for an internship and doing thing here and there to make some hierarchy in the game. So I started doing class, so the sniper, the engineer, medic and the scout. So those are very inspired by TF2, was a big thing for me. And back then we were using PUN, so Photon Unity Networking, and it was a good way of doing things. Then we continued with some more basic things that you have in fast FPSs, and then we have been doing more vehicles because it was so fun to do. So yeah, I was very happy about this one. But now it's not no more in Vandalhalla, mainly because we don't have time to implement it. So we didn't advance our game blindly. We have done tests, play tests, over the course of 2 months. We have done 2 of them. So one in October and the second one in December. So I would like to show you them. A fun game, of course. These were fun game tests. So here you have the footage of the first one. At this time, so this was the October, in which you can see very simple things, very basic movement. All of you have already seen in the devlog, but it was online. Yeah, we have another mode than the one that we have in our game. It was capture the flag, and now we have more of this match, capture the point thing, that is more beginner friendly, because you don't need to kill people in order to enjoy the game. At this time, when I was posting this last thing here, I was simply in December. It was December of the year 2018. And back then, we decided to simply change from pun, because we have several problems, like what if people cheats on our game? What if the game is not fast enough? We have many problems, so we decided to change from simply pun to photon bolt. So during the 4 months that followed the decision of changing to bolt, we had several problems about simply advancing the game. I know, very rough. We couldn't do things as we wanted to do, because we didn't know much about bolt. We wanted to know more, but the documentation was not so greatly done. We have some troubles understanding it. Some information was missing back then. Sometimes it was not up to date. So yeah, we have had several problems. So we prefer to advance the game in a more metaphysical way. At this point, we have done the artistic direction of the game. So I'm a polygon graphist, so it's mainly saying that I'm coding and I'm doing graphics, and I'm doing sounds and the communication and other things that developer don't do. Yeah. So back then we were advancing on the artistic direction that the game will go. So I wanted something like the orange map from TF2. You can see it through the playground that I have done back then in fan game, but it was not the way that other people that help on this project was thinking about. So we changed for something like more futuristic, more neon style. And then after 4 months of doing practically nothing in the game, the corona has arrived in the French country. So yeah, currently I want to precise, but I'm Polish. Mainly I'm doing my life in France, and I'm speaking English. so yeah, very complicated guy, I know. But at this time, corona has arrived in France. Corona was not break, it was a boost, because I was mainly at this time I was working as an apprentice. It means that I'm doing an internship, but in a duration of 1 year for school, and they were paying me for going to school, and then I was helping them at the company, and they were paying me for going to help them to the company. So yeah. Not very much, but it was nice, because now I can go on this apartment, and I can simply do my life with my girlfriend for at least 1 year. So very good plan. Yeah. So back then we have made something that Vandalhalla have now. So this is what I've talked about. This is the color system. The color system is pretty simple. I will explain first how it's working. So you can see here that you have 4 abilities up here. It's your loadout as a player. And as a player, you can have 1 identity or 2 based on the proportion of abilities and color that you have. So if I have a measure of 3 abilities or 4 of the same color, I'm as a blue player. And if I have 2 same amounts of the color, this means that I'm 2 identities. And if I select 4 different, I'm a white identity person. So let's start by doing something like this. So here as a player, I am red. This means that I'm vulnerable to yellow damage. This means that abilities with yellow identity gives a bonus, like here, versus red players. So here I have red abilities, so I have a bigger bonus versus green players. Simply, very simple. And as a player here, so I must be careful to people that have a yellow bonus damage. This means that if someone is only yellow, he will have a 100% bonus versus me when he will shoot me. So if he do 50 damage, he will do 100 versus me, but 50 versus someone who is not red. Simple as that. So of course you can have bonuses on other player, even if you are not if you are not the identity. So this means that if a player is blue here, I will do 50% more damage versus him. So if I do 40 damage, this means that I will do to him 50, because I have 25% damage in bonus versus a blue player. Simple, very simple. And here it helps us to balance the game, and it gives an identity to the player when he is using the abilities. But before finishing, he has another thing to take in counter. He has the gravity guns, because when you are changing your identity as a player here, you can choose your gravity gun. So if you are only men with green, you must choose the green gravity gun that gives you bigger explosions. But if you are green and yellow, you can choose between the yellow one that gives you the ability of instant shooting the gravity ball. This means that it's instant. You have the purple one that gives you the ability to put mines where the gravity ball explodes. The red one is like a shotgun. That means that it have no range, but it have a area of effect in front of you. and the blue one have a bounce effect that help you give you the ability to maybe bounce the ball this way so you can touch someone behind the wall. You know, very simple things. And if you are white, here you are vulnerable to everyone, of course. You have bonus to everyone, and your gravity gun is faster to recharge and have a bigger power. This means that you are more lethal if you want to add velocity to someone, for example. And basically it's the system. We made, this was designed during the 4 months that we have taken, and I think it's the system that we like the most in our game, because it gives all the identity and it helps the fast FPS genre to be revived, because it's very simple. And if you go into the game and you take a loadout, you can see that the damage is shown directly on players. It's shown if someone is dangerous to you, so you can see with this little, if it's red he do damage to you, if it's white he do no damage, and if you have a thing with plus something, this means that you do more damage to him. You can see that the damage is different. Simple as that. So voila, this system, and we can continue the devlog. So what you just seen is the better version of it, because before that, I will show you on the screen, we have this system where you can have 5 abilities. The color system was less obvious. You have interactions, so not only red do damage to green, but it's do damage to blue, and yeah, too complicated. It was too complicated. It was not fun. It was not easy. We had in addition stats. People didn't like it, and it is because we have developed and added features during 4 months without any idea if people like it, without any idea if people understand the system. And after 8 months of not playtesting, in August we have come with a playtest, and it was laggy, it was freezing, it was very badly done in the visual way. We have problems with the system. People didn't understand, people didn't see they were stats on abilities, and we were just blinded by that we haven't think about any time about this system, and we regret this, because you will see the footage in a moment, and it was horrible. So yeah, this is the footage. You can see there is too much blur, the visual were bad, we didn't have any callback, nearly something works at this point. We lost hope at this moment. The world was clipping. We lost hope at this moment because we didn't understand. We worked so long and we didn't test it. We didn't play test it, and it was horrible. Why did it end like that? It was because we didn't play test it. We didn't show it to anyone, and it was a big mistake for us. So we've decided at this point to change, to make the game great again, I would say. So we decided to simplify things, we decided to optimize the network, we decided to remove abilities, we decided to clarify everything, and it works, I can show you the footage that we have done. So I will show you the footage, I will show you what we did 1 month later, how well it's gone, how we success to come back simply. So here you have the footage, you can see the game is fluent, we have some more callback, the people knew what they need to do, maybe because they already did the playtest, maybe, yeah, but man, it was reviving us. We added the identity to the gravity guns, we added so much to the game, and people liked it, and this was success for us. This gives us hope, this revives us. We continued, we started to make more in this way. We started to understand how we need to do the game, and yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Personally, I loved how it's turned out. So after the apocalypse, I will say, we have bad news. The second lockdown has come in France. So personally, I like to go out sometimes, be normal, just do things as usual, and yeah, it will be so nice. But no, the lockdown comes. So we decided to add new content to the game. We are bored of fixing things, we are bored of doing things blindly, so we just wanted to add content, and this is what we did. We simply took the everything that we needed, and we added new classes. So you can see the game is more optimized and it's looking much better. We had gravity guns models, more feedback, and this was a matter of 2 months. We have done huge jumps in 2 months in terms of simply feedback on the screen. People said that they like the game because they can play kills and they do things. They can play goal, capturing the points, because they liked it. Because there was no need of knowing how to play CSGO or any competitive, because people were just so fast that people who has good aim can shoot on them, and they were going on points to capture them and everything. And yeah, some abilities were too advanced because people didn't read the descriptions, like the dagger, where you know that if you kill someone with the dagger, you transform into the enemy team person. So this was a little thing that I didn't explain, and people were somehow lost. But we have upgraded things in a way that we liked, and people liked it, and this was very, very hopeful for us for the next steps. And badly we comes to this period now, where we don't know where we are going, at least, because now I can explain to you more further what happened. So since this playtest that you have seen, it was like a month ago, we have made some progress. We have made AIs. We want to make servers that are not anymore based on in our pieces, so this takes times. time, we want to do a little lifting to the game so it can shine when it's come out. So I'm doing it here. This is the advancement of the overall. So here you can see that I'm currently doing some tasks today that I didn't start. And yeah, this is how we work. But today we have a little problem that we have resolved since, but we had it, so I will talk about it now. So if you check when you are doing a game, mainly indie games have done single player games or storytelling games or something that can be played when you are alone and you don't need anyone to play. I personally did this project because I just wanted to see people with flying vehicles, but vehicles don't fly normally because people just put C4 on it and the vehicle started to fly, and I wanted just to see this in the game. And this is what pushed me to do a multiplayer game, because I wanted to see what people will be doing with it. And I heard so often that when you are doing your first game, don't do a multiplayer game. It was not my first game, but it was my first big project in codes. And I was thinking, it's okay if people are saying this, it's because it's too difficult. No, they don't say it because it's too difficult. They saying it because you need a fan base, simply. I know, surprise! To play a multiplayer game, you need people. Yeah, I know. I'm so dumb, but what I conclude after over 2 years. It was last month that I was here. Oh wait, we need people, or we do a single player mode and people can play it in order to wait for a game to start. And I was here, but we are making a multiplayer game since 1 year. Since September last year, we are doing the PvP mode, and we didn't do anything for the PvE. So if we do some PvE, would it be as entertaining as the PvP? And the answer is no. You can't do something like a game that is very entertaining in the single player mode when you have already think about everything for PvP. It can't be done in 2 months. It can't. So we have gone through several ideas, and this only thing that we found is to create a deathmatch in which it's one for all, so you can shoot everyone. And this deathmatch will give you the ability to play with AIs. And AIs, they will be pretty common, but I think it will be a start for open beta to begin with. So if players want to play the game, they can play it, even there is no players to play it. And I think it's a good a balance between the PvE and the PvP. But big mistake at this time. I have a bad time, very bad time because of it. I had problems because I didn't know how to continue this game. I realized that the communication part, the marketing and everything is too hard for just someone who is alone of doing it. So I demanded it to my girlfriend that has a more marketing university degree. I demanded it to my other co-worker who helped me on this project. Yeah, we are doing what we can, but we were lost for a little month on this game. We knew that we needed to continue but we didn't have the goal. The goal just disappeared in a second because we just are here. My God, if we just put this game out, no one knows it. If someone buy it, he will not even play it because he will not have anyone to play with him. And it was just, we are doing a game, but why? It's not worth anymore. And this is what we have mistaken on. But I'm hopeful that the game will be strong, and we will be strong, and we will go further beyond, like Kamina could say. And I think that this is only the beginning, because this is the lifting that I've done for abilities, weapons, and I have many ideas on different textbooks that I wrote since years. And I want this game to become at least somehow little famous, that it's sustained on its own, and I can see that people like it, not because I want to see that people admire my work. I want to see people just play the game and have good moments like I had in the past in Gmod, in Half-Life, in Deathmatch, in Minecraft, in Battlefield, when I took a jeep and I put C4 on it, or a motorcycle, and oh my God, we passed through a bridge that was broken, and it was so hilarious. And I want people to feel like I felt back then, and I think it's possible. I'm not sure if it is with this project, but I hope so much that we will success somehow. Thank you very much for following us since the beginning, for who follows from the beginning. I will do devlogs every 2 weeks, I think, about how I working, how we feel, how we are managing with problems. I think it can help me, my friend, and you, because you are maybe in this problem case and you need it. You need to hear someone who has the same problem as you. I sometimes need it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to code every day, and see ya.